Hi guys, and welcome to Excel data entering form. I just want to show you guys how this works, then we'll go straight into the full tutorial. Now I have entered the details of Sally Oshodi, and that's where she lives, 45 Brown Street, female, and so on, her phone number, when she joined the company, and so on. Next of kin, and I know Jonathan, our phone number, and our wages there. So all we just need to do now is to have a look at our degree. That's her degree right there, and she had approximately 8 years experience. She's a lecturer and support lecturer. That is the university she attended, University of Lagos. So all we then need to do now is just to click on add. If you look in here, our details is not there, it's not on the system. Okay, so let's go back to the data entering form and click on add records. There we go. And if we go back in there, that's details of Sally Oshodi. So what I am going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take you guys straight into Excel development environment, and we'll put one of these very beautiful tutorials together. And for your information, guys, this is my second channel, and please do subscribe to this channel as well. Okay, let's do that now, guys. So we're going to be starting a new project entirely, so I might as well just right click and open Excel afresh. There we go. There, guys. So I'm now going to go straight into the development environment. Let's click on that and select the Visual Basic. So what we want is to use the new project. This is meant to be the new project, but to get that working, I'm going to close this off. Let's just close this entirely. I want to save whatever I've done, and there, back into our Visual Basic area, and right in here I'm going to go to Insert, Add Form. That is the form. So what we now do is, you see the caption here, I'm going to change that to employee data entry form. There we go. And the other thing that I'm going to do is, you see the height, I'm going to make that about 800, then followed by the width. Let's make the width 1000 plus. So I can see the width right here. I'm going to make that 1040. There we go. Now let's get hold of the tools, and in here I need a multi-page, so grab that and just drag it that much. Right, and here right click on the page one of the multi-page and just change the details of that to personal data or details. There we go. Click on OK. Now select page 2. Rename page 2 to view data. And there. Click on OK. So let's enhance the look of this our multi-page. Just drag it that much. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab a frame in here. Yeah, there we go. And just drag the size that much. Alright, bring it all the way here. There. Let's see, I think that might be too much. Let's say 216, and make that about 790 to 792. There we go. So that's good enough for me. I'm going to get rid of the text content that I have in here. There. And the next thing is, let me just click on that and copy it across down here. There we go. And here, let's add a label. This very label, I'm going to make the size approximately 14. Click on tools here, the font, and let's come right down here, select that, make that bold, 14. And I will change the text content on it, or the caption as it's called here, to employee So I can now copy these across. Hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2 and another one that will be surname, and another one there. Okay, let's change the text content of these to surname or first name. I mean, that will be first name. Then this one will be surname. We have address, gender, then underneath here I'm going to make that mobile number. All done. Right, now let's do one more thing. I'm going to grab a label, a text box, actually not a label, a text box in there, and this very text box I'm going to change the name of that to txt employee ID. Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm just going to copy that across. Oh, before copying, let's do one thing. Let's change the font size as well to 14 bold. There. Okay, we can now copy there, and we have 1 2 3 4, and just grab this, drag it that much. Right, and underneath here we're going to have to add, let's add option button. We have one here and another one here, one for female and one for male, and change that to approximately the same size, 14 bold. There we go, and this is going to be female. Male here. Okay, so right underneath here, let's grab this for that to be for the mobile number, and underneath here I'm going to add another frame. Get rid of the text content on that frame. There, gone. Alright, so let's come right here. We just need to add a frame here as well. Okay, inside this frame, that's where we have my buttons and the calendar. Take it right down. Right. Okay, we need some buttons here. 1 2 3, and I'm going to make that 4. One more here. I don't think I need 4 really. Okay, now I need a small frame here that would be for my calendar, and in here let's add some labels. One label here and another one here. I'm going to have to speed this up, and it's just, that's a combo box here. Just copy that and another one here. Right, let's get rid of the text content in here. There, gone. Alright, so grab 3 of these, bring them here. And we need labels. We need 3 labels really. Right there. Okay, looking good. Bring 2 of these here, 1 here. Yeah, that's fine. And another one here. Then we need a label here. 1 label and 2 labels. Right, and bring these all the way. Delete this one and let's use a combo box there. Combo box, yeah. There. Okay, the interface is taking shape. That's looking good. Now let me show you guys how it looks like for now. Alright, so we're gonna have to add some buttons here though. So now let's come in here. You see this? Before I forget, let's get rid of the text content. There you go. And underneath here, let's just add as follows. We need one of these here. Bring it right down. Getting rid of that and copy it across and all the way. Yeah, that much. That's fine. Okay. Now we also need. Text box here. That much. And one here. We then change the details across. Then we need labels. Text box, enter labels there. Alright, I'm going to speed this up so that we don't spend much time on the design. There, need about 4, 2, 3, 4. Right, and one more label or one more of these. Okay, we need 3 of those. Copy, bring it here. Then I need combo box. 3 combo box. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to speed up the whole development phase so that we don't spend much time here. Else it's going to take us forever. So you guys can always take care of that. Designing the interface is time consuming, but you shouldn't have any problem in doing that, because this is a video I'm just creating that might take me too long. Alright, so like I said guys, this is my second channel, and please do subscribe to this channel. Bring this here and bring this down a little bit. Then need this here. Get rid of the text content here. There. I've actually finished designing the interface, so all I just need to do now is just make it look a little bit much more presentable. So that's university or institution. University or institution attended. Right. Okay guys, let's just run it and you see how it looks like. This is how it's looking, so I'm going to make it look much better. Then I'll get back to you guys. As for these, I'm just going to have to add some buttons right in here. And just click and hold drag. Okay, so like I said, let's speed out. Okay, all done now guys. Let me show you how it all looks. This is how it's looking now. Right, but nothing is happening. Nothing. Okay, let's take care of, maybe we should take care of this first. This very one here. Yeah, let's take care of that, and I might as well just that very button. I'm going to disable it. Let's come here, enable, and make that false. There we go. Right. Okay, now that is done, I'm going to double click on this very button that I've just disabled. Double click on that. Okay guys, let's start by declaring an option explicit right up there. So option explicit. Now okay, that's fine. So right inside this button, the next thing I'm going to do is, let's say right underneath option explicit. Let's declare the following: the date as, that's going to be date type of the date. All right, I'm going to declare another one. Let's say we're going to say the year and this month as date as well. Alright, now let's declare another one. I'm going to call that create calendar. Let's say create call as billing day. Now let's declare one integer variable. I'm going to call that I as integer. Alright, all my variables for the calendar and calculation of my date and so on is there now. Okay, one more thing I want to do now is to declare another variable here. So the next variable, those are going to be local variable. They are local to this variable thing itself that I will use for calculation, apart from the global variable that I'll be using this one for my calendar. Alright, first of all, I have tax. So, and I also have taxable wages, pension, and I'm going to have another one I'll call that pensionable wages. So depending on how much they are paid, then we get them pension, we get them tax. Then students loan. So what is NI, national insurance payments. Then we have net pay. All of these I'm going to declare them as a data type is going to be double. Now for the tax is going to be based on the payment. Let's say TXT payment, we multiply that by .text, actually .text. Let's get that multiplied by, let's say the tax rate is 7.5 and we divide that by 100. Alright, I guess my calculation is right. That is for the tax. Now let's go for the pension. Right, grab the pension, just paste that underneath here. The pension is going to be almost the same, so happens to be paying a lot of more pension, so let's make that about 10.5. Pensionable, let's see, pensionable, right down here, paste that in there. Pensionable, we're going to make that about 10 instead of 10.5. Right. Okay, now let's see, what about let's change this one to student loan. Yeah, student loan. Pensionable shouldn't be that much. Okay, grab this will become student loan. Let's put this here. Why this? We just multiply this by something like 3. Get rid of this. Alright, what about taxable? Come right down here, paste that in there. In the case of taxable, I'm just going to say multiply that by 3 as well. Taxable, paste that in there, multiply that by 3 there. NI payments, come right down here and paste the NI payment. Those of you who understand wages, you should be able to put this together easily. So let's get rid of this and I'll copy this, paste that in here. There. Okay, like I said, this is this project is going to be, or it is, for data entry form, so we're not going to be working much on it there. And what about the net pay? Grab the net pay, paste that in there. Net pay will include all of these. So let's say the wages itself, bring that here, equals that. We now want to work out the deduction from here, so it's going to be tax. Grab the very tax, paste that in here, plus pension. Grab the pension, paste that in here. I want to add the NI number, paste that there. And what is student loan? Grab the student loan. Those are all the deductions there. Alright, so we now need to assign all of these straight onto our text box. Now the very first text box I'm going to be dealing with will be that of the tax. So I'm going to call that txt. It is called txt tax.text. That will be equals. Let's get it formatted so that we can get a pound sign onto it. So it's going to be tax rate, which is up here. Okay, and pound sign. Let's enter hash, comma, double hash, 0.2 decimal place. Close that off there. So that's the very first one taken care of. That's easy. So I'm going to copy this. Now let's repeat the same thing for the pension. Txt pension, the text equals there. I'll get rid of this and change this one to pension. That is pension taken care of. But now I want the student loan as well. I'm going to grab all of this. Let's paste that in here. Student loan. Change that to student loan. And this will become student loan. That is fine. Taxable. Grab that. Taxable is right there. Okay, grab taxable and enter that in here. Taxable and taxable right there. After the taxable, I'm going to go for pensionable. Grab the pensionable, and the variable is the same. Change this to pensionable, and the name is also pensionable. Right. Looking good so far. Alright, so let's deal with, we have 3 more we need. Okay, let me copy this, paste this here, there. Now the next one is going to be NI payment. So txt NI payment, and this is NI payment as well. Right. Deduction. Okay, deduction. I'm going to make this is separate as deduction, and in the case of deduction I'm going to have to add everything together. Now net pay, let's take care of the net pay first, then go back to deduction and take care of that. This will be net pay, and this is actually called net payments, something like that. Yeah, net payment. Okay, all done. So as for this, let's take care of this. So we're gonna have to add tax to pension. That's plus. Then what else do we need to add? We need to add the NI number and student loan. Those are the deductions. There, and one more, that will be student loan. And right here, there. Okay guys, that is the wages calculation taken care of. So let me save this. Let's save it first before I go any further. Right, I'm going to save it as Excel macro enable, and I'm just going to give it data entry form. Let's say employee data entry form. Employee. Okay, employee data entry form poll. Okay, so poll, that's my second channel, poll Oamen. So save that. Right, now let's run it. There. If I enter whatever in here, we can hit on this, and this should calculate all of that. But we need to be able to enable this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I've disabled this, I'm going to come in here. Okay, double click on this. So once there's any changes, we want that to take care of all of this. So let's come in here. So using an if statement, first of all, let's bring it down a little bit. So I'm going to use an if statement to take care of that, to enable it. Dot enable. Okay, the first one I'm going to say is false. False. Right. Okay, now use an if statement there. If this is empty, dot text, if is equals empty, let's say or the value in it is just an ordinary 0, or this dot text equals 0, then this becomes false. Okay, else this is going to become true. Dot enable, it should be dot enable, dots enable, that will be equals true, equals false. Then the next condition is true. Now come down here, paste that here, equals true, and if. There we go. That's taken care of. Alright, let's run it again. Run. Enter a value in there. There we go, it's enabled. Click on that. Oh, pensionable, variable not declared. Let's see pensionable. What is the spelling of that? Pensionable. Oh, underscore with an underscore. Okay, let's maybe get rid of that even. Get rid of that. That's fine. Run. Now I have to run it from outside. Okay. There, run. Okay, enter value in there. There we go. Okay. Let's change this automatically to £sign as well. So that is called what? TXT payment. Right. So double click on the button. Double click on that, and right underneath here, paste the text equals. Let's get it formatted. Yeah, grab all of this. Grab all of these, paste that in here, and payments. Yeah, put the payments inside as well. There. So let's run it and see. At the end, it should change it to £sign. Run. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. So guys, with that, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.